In this video, we're going to show you how to remove the terminal block in your dryer. Now in this model, they have a cover that has to be removed so that you can get at the connections for your cord. Now different manufacturers put their cords in different areas on the back of the dryer and mount in different ways. Now on this machine, it's over on the right hand side in the top. Your machine may be over to the left, maybe in the middle, or maybe down lower in the back frame. But typically they're on the back, and you can find them just by following the cord, of course, where it attaches into the machine. Now a dryer typically will always have, if it's an electric model, it'll have a heavy cord like this, and it'll have 4 wires, red, black, white, and either green or copper colored for the ground. So to remove your cord, you're going to want to remove that grounding screw. If you happen to have a gas dryer, it's going to have a regular cord like your coffee maker or your toaster. So I'm removing the screws on the terminal block that hold the wire in place. On other models, you may find they just have a push-in connector without this block in place, and your red wire from your cord attaches to the red wire inside just by a push and pull type of connector. You'll just always want to make sure with those that you are matching up the proper color, red to red, black to black, and white to white. So now that we have those wires free, we can now look at starting to remove the cord from the machine. And on this model, it has a twist lock. Basically, you're just going to take a hold of it, give it a rotation counterclockwise, and it should come out of the keeper. Allows you to loosen the nut on the inside, and I'll slip it out so you can see what that looks like. So on the back of the dryer, your wires go through the cabinet, and there's a nut on the inside that threads onto your cord. So that's what you're unthreading from, and that I would have had to have slipped off before I could pull it out of the machine. So now that you have your wires removed, you're going to need your screwdriver to remove a couple of screws to free that terminal block up. Now your model of dryer, that terminal block may look a little different. It may be a smaller square block that'll have the screws right here in the center, and it may be a gray plastic or a black plastic. You may even on older models find it's a bit more like a ceramic, a hard, almost metallic type of material. But either way, they're doing the same thing. They're just providing you a junction connection for you to attach the wiring harness from the dryer to your cord. Now on this model, this terminal block is actually part of the wiring harness of the dryer. So if it's gotten to a point that you need to replace it, because maybe these connections were loose and it got burnt up and melted, on this model you'd have to buy the whole entire harness. On many other machines out there, this piece is available separate, and the wiring harness just basically slides right onto terminals, or there's screws that hold them on individually, same as the power cord does. But as you can see, it's not that hard to change. You just got to remove it from the back, undo your power cord wires, and undo the wires from your wiring harness if they come off.